Welcome to the Introduction to International Business. My name is Torben Jensen. I'm a professor and guest lecturer here at ISE. I will introduce you to the principles of international business 1 and 2. International business includes all business transactions involving 2 or more countries. These business transactions can be between private individuals, companies, groups of companies, non-profit organizations, or government agencies. In some ways, international business is an extension of domestic business, but it is different for 2 reasons. The first reason is that international business objectives are likely to be different from what we do in domestic business. The second reason, and more significant, is that the environmental conditions in which international business is conducted are usually of greater complexity than is the case with domestic business. These complexities arise from, among other things, differences in culture, currencies, political and legal systems, and the endowment of natural resources. International Business 1 introduces you to the effects of multinational operations on business strategy and decision-making by exploring the economic, political, financial, legal, and social nature of the international environment. The formulation, selection, and implementation of multinational strategies are examined in the context of the global business environment. During the first week of International Business 1, we will try to get an overall perspective of international business. We will be talking about the history of trade, how politics influence business, and how history and business influences politics. We will start out by looking at the history of trade and zoom in on 3 dominant areas of business in the world: North America, the EU, and Japan and China. After that, we move on to talk about economic integration, especially in Asia and the Asia-Pacific region. In week 2, we move on to look at the institutions that provide a financial framework for how businesses can operate. We also look at how domestic markets grow to become innovative enough to drive international expansion into foreign markets. We are also looking at how to determine the risks of entering a foreign market. Finally, in the 3rd week, it is time to have a look at how especially multinational companies are organized, how they function, and what the strategies are for production and for marketing. The way we work over the 3 weeks is a combination of lectures, class discussions, casework in groups, and presentations. After each week, there will be a test. It can be a multiple choice test combined with some open questions. It can be a case with questions, and it can be a group presentation summing up some of the major topics covered. So that was the Introduction to International Business 1. I hope you find that this will be interesting and then continue to have a look at International Business 2.